So today I'm going to walk you through how to create a successful brand that doesn't just stand out, but stays memorable. If you're a brewery and you're looking to run a product line extension and keep it under your same brand portfolio, or you're a new beverage company who's trying to get their teeth into a highly competitive sector, the most important step, which is your step one, is define your why. Why are you making this beverage? Why does the beverage even exist? Why is it important for your consumers to try it? What is this new type of thing that you're building up? Whether you're a brewer or a beverage creator, it's in an entirely new sector. What is it and why are you doing it? Maybe you're creating a beverage to help people recover after a workout, or just a plant-based wellness elixir, or something that's massively intoxicating, but it's an alternative to alcohol. Understanding your why and your customer allows you to craft the perfect beverage. And at Volunteer Botanicals, our mission is to make plant-based wellness accessible and effective for all. Your mission becomes the guiding light for your everything, your messaging, your design, your customer experience. And without it, you're just another beverage on the shelf. So take a moment to write down your brand's mission and your core values and keep them visible during your decision-making process. It's something that you would want to do when you're building your company, but it's also something you want to do when you're building this first beverage in your new beverage brand. Define the why. Next, you need to really take a hard look and take notes on who you're going to be talking to. Who is your audience? Who is your intended consumers? Are your customers fitness-based and they're looking for something that's a post-workout? Are they business professionals that want to take a moment just to unwind and take the edge off? Are they mindfulness enthusiasts, people who love to meditate and are looking for something that is more in line with getting their brain and their body into proper alignment? You know, these are the tools that you now have at your disposal that are different than alcohol. With this wide range of botanical-based ingredients that can be put into beverages, now you can literally create a ship and steer it in the direction of your potential customer. And that's an exciting place to be for people like yourselves that are creative and can build awesome beverages. So think about who your customer is, even make a survey. Some of our breweries have a perfect opportunity to sit down with customers over a cold beer and ask, why are you drinking? If we were to make some functional beverages, what are the ingredients that you'd like to see? And I think you'll be surprised at the amount of customers that are interested in a THC or cannabinoid infused beverage, or even something that's just strictly wellness focused with ingredients like lion's mane, cordyceps, L-theanine, and vitamins. The runway is huge and you are steering the ship. So make sure you know your audience before you get going. Develop an awesome visual identity to your brand and think about your brand as a billboard, especially in the functional and THC infused beverage space. Nobody knows anything about any of these drinks. So when you're building your label, think about it very mindfully of how you want to visually appeal to your customer. Think about your logo or your logo placement. Think about your typography or the particular font you're using, color palettes, the design, any sort of texture elements that you're adding to the can. Think about the feeling you want to evoke in your beverage. Bright, energetic colors are really good for athletic-focused brands or energy-focused brands, and earth tones kind of resonate more with earthy, yoga, mindful meditation type customers. But here is the key: be consistent across all of your deliverables. Your brand consistency will keep your customers understanding that you're launching new product line extensions, and as all the brand is cohesive. Now, one of the newest brands that we're working with, Wild Revival, has done an incredible job with their branding on their existing line of RTD cocktails. Now, Wild Revival is out of Texas, and they're one of our newest customers. And the thing that I like about them is they have an incredible brand look and feel. Anyone I show these cans to is like, wow, that is a good looking can. So right out of the gate, regardless of what's in the can, they're getting a lot of wows when people actually take a look at the presentation. Now they're taking these RTD cocktails and they're making hemp infused, THC infused seltzers. So they're using same to similar ingredient profiles, changing the can, making the bottom green versus the black of the alcohol. And if you can imagine all their beverages lined up in a row, what a beautiful presentation and product line extension. Clear call outs for the milligrams, excellent texture designs, bright, shiny. Would you buy this drink? Absolutely. And then you open it and drink it, and it's a home run. Don't overlook the visual identity of your can. If you're running a product line extension, they already know your brand. Stick with your brand theme. If you're building something new, come out with a pop. It is important for you to make a statement with what your can looks like. Number 4, tell a story. You have a functional beverage. What's its function? What does it do? Who's your customer? Tell them exactly what you're creating and why. Because people don't just buy products, they buy a story. They want to be entertained. They want to know why I'm spending my money on this and what can I expect out of it. And it's important for you to identify when you're building this brand is why are you building it? Yeah, you might be just wanting to jump directly into the functional drink craze, but crafting a beverage that has a story is going to separate you from the noise. If you spend any time in the beverage space, you know your story is what carries the weight. For those of you that are launching their first foray into infused beverages, get your story, tell it well, and share it and sing it from the rooftop. And it's important because strong stories create the connection, right? We all grew up hearing stories, and the stories are what we remember as we're moving forward in life. All life lessons are stories. And with a functional beverage, you have an exciting opportunity to tell a different story than just drink this to get drunk. You really can capitalize on something new and fresh and bring your creativity to the surface. For example, I'd like to show you an awesome brand that we work with out of North Carolina. Their story is they're trying to recreate cannabis strains in a can. So what we've done is create a matrix of cannabinoids that go into this can to mirror an actual strain of cannabis, as well as converting cannabis terpenes into water-soluble ingredients. So this brand has a blueberry haze and a pineapple express. Beautiful cans. If you're a cannabis guy and you see blueberry haze or pineapple express, you know damn well there's a cannabis strains, and you expect to experience that when you open the can, smell it, and taste it. Tell your story. Protect your brand. Man, I'll tell you what, there's so many people that I'm aware of that we have made ingredients for their beverage, and they tell me their beverage name, and it's somebody else that we make a beverage for somewhere else. So it's important as you build your brand out, especially if you don't have an entire line of products like a brewery, to make sure that your brand name and your drink name haven't been trademarked by somebody else. The last thing you want to do is go through this entire process of building a beverage, getting it on the shelf, just to get a cease and desist letter from an attorney that says, that's our beverage, remove it. And all of that hard work is in vain, and you got to start over again. So this is something that we see quite often, and having a good trademark attorney, which we have, if you need help and you need somebody to do your trademark lookups or file a trademark on your behalf, we've got a couple of great people that we work with that we can send your way. But don't forget to protect your brand, or all the work that you're doing could be in vain. And in closing, build a brand that matters. A strong brand identity has multiple facets to it, and don't overlook them because you're rushing to get something to market. This isn't just about standing out. It's about creating something that's really strong and that people can connect with and that they remember. By defining your mission, knowing who your audience is, and designing a consistent product, you can turn casual buyers, tire kickers, into lifelong customers and supporters. Really build a brand that leaves a mark. This is your opportunity, and we're here to help. Let us know what you need. If you need designers, if you need website help, if you need payment processors, any of these things that help you to craft and complete your story, reach out to us. VolunteerBotanicals.com. I'm Jason. We're here to make something special with you. Let's have fun, and let's do it right.